in, let me in. Hi, let me in. Go. Got the gun. Someone call 911.
Index, index, index.
Welcome to First Person Defender, where regular people come face to face with unknown attackers and fight their way out.
This training scenario was taken straight from the news. Chris, a carjacker working his way from car to car, but it happened quick.
Yeah, well, he goes to the first car, and supposedly the guy had a gun, so he backed off. He goes to the next car. That's our good guy, but he's got a gun too, and he was obviously very perceptive.
Our good guy comes from a law enforcement background. That affects how he's going to respond to something like this.
Right, they are trained to get out of the car immediately. As soon as they make the traffic stop or they think something's amiss, get out of the car, because you don't want to be trapped in that car. It makes you a sitting duck.
Well, and also I think law enforcement, they're all about stopping bad guys, catching bad guys. Civilians might approach this differently.
Right, well, if you're a civilian, I mean, he was alone in this. It makes it easy. What if he was in the car with his family? His wife's in the front seat, kids are in the back seat. Everything he did was great.
Yeah.
He got out fast, he moved to cover, he got behind the car, he had good, accurate hits. But what if your family was in that car?
Changes everything. His decisive action was the best thing we saw, but let's give him some training and see what happens.
All right, Arian, I thought you did a fantastic job. I mean, it was textbook. You were perceptive, you saw the bad guy coming, you knew that he was armed. If I was law enforcement and we were riding together, you wouldn't worry about me, right? I'd get out of the car, we'd act together, it'd be a piece of cake. But let's put your wife in the front seat and your kids in the back seat. So let's talk about fighting from the car in a couple different fashions. So Arian, you can see what I'm doing in here, right?
Right.
So as KJ's out there, he's my bad guy. I could shoot through the windshield. We're gonna have deflection up, so I wanna aim low when I do shoot at him. I could stay in the car as he comes here. KJ, I could shift my body and I could just wait for him and I could shoot him right here. Okay, go back. Or if I don't feel right being in here because my wife's too close to me, I do the old law enforcement trick and I could fight from right here. At least right now, I'm the target. My kids hopefully are laying down that way. My wife's pushed away from me. But I kind of like having an ambush. When I'm in the car, I like to shift my whole body so that I can, if this door was closed, I just pin myself right here. This guy comes up and I follow him, I track him, and KJ, he's coming in. I'm like, oh, Jesus, gun! Just for a second, think about shooting him through the windshield.
Okay.
Because your wife's in the car with you. She's not going to do what you tell her to do. You know it.
Yeah.
So get your gun out. Think about what you could do from there, because you know your deflection's going to be up. We'd shoot at his hips. So now he's coming this way. You're going to shift your body, shift your whole body. I know you're a big man. KJ, come in. Very stable shooting platform. You're giving her some level of cover. But you can work from there, right? It's not where we want to be.
Correct.
But we can't leave loved ones behind. Now the next thing is just sit normal. And I want you to throw your door open, pin it, and just take him one from there. He's coming. So run away and live to fight another day, which you didn't run completely. You ran, you re-engaged, which is awesome. Running away would be great.
Right.
If you're alone and you don't have anybody around and you can run away, that's fine.
Sure.
But if you got to stay and fight, here's a couple of ways to do it, right?
Okay, yeah.
The Ruger LCP Max is a great option for concealed carry because it is a very small gun, easy to conceal. It is in 380 ACP, and the Max means it holds more ammo. We like that. 10 rounds or 12 rounds in the magazine, under 11 ounces, under 1 inch wide. It could be good for pocket carry or deep concealment, the Ruger LCP Max. When it comes to self-defense, you want every advantage you can get. A light and a laser on your handgun will give you that advantage. Crimson Trace are one of the pioneers in that field. They actually invented instinctive activation, which means you grip the gun and the light or the laser just turns on. This is true target-focused shooting and helps you identify the target. It will give you an advantage in low light or no light situations. Go check them out, Crimson Trace. There's a reason people love the HK VP9, and now they have the A1 version, upgraded trigger and frame. But what about concealed carry? Now they have the HK VP9 A1K, a little bit smaller package to make it more friendly for carrying. 4-inch barrel and a shorter frame makes that work, but it's still a very shootable size and compact package. So check it out, the HK VP9 A1K.
Range Ready offers expert-led handgun courses in a controlled environment. Our hands-on approach ensures you're prepared for any situation. Visit rangereadystudios.com and begin your handgun journey.
The HK CC9 is the smallest HK they've ever made, which makes it great for concealed carry. Holds 12 or 10 rounds in the magazine, so it still has enough ammo to get the job done. One of the big features on the CC9 is a great trigger, and that's going to help you shoot a smaller gun. Of course, extensively torture tested by HK because that's kind of their bread and butter. The CC9 from HK, a great option for concealed carry.
This training segment is brought to you by Range Ready, preparing you to win the day, one shot at a time.
We've talked about one-handed retention shooting. That's when I want to get the gun back away from the person. I'm pulling it back, I'm at close distances, and I can make a shot. But what about two-handed retention position? So maybe I'm covering this person, maybe I'm set up, like in a car, and I'm pressed back into a seat and I'm waiting for someone to materialize. One of the key things with any of this unsighted shooting is I am always inherently aware of where my muzzle is. So if I want to shoot him in the high center chest, I can go there. Want to shoot down here, I can shoot there. Up close and personal, this is very easy. If I'm pressed into a seat of a car and I'm waiting for someone to come and get me, I'm gonna get my muzzle oriented where I need it to be, and I make my shots. Now that's up close. When you get good at this, you can actually back it off. And I'm gonna come back to about, let's just go 10 feet. I'm thinking about where my muzzle's pointed. That's pretty good shooting for not using my sights, but remember, anything less than two-handed, eye-level shooting is a compromise, so this is something you would do in an emergency, and you certainly should practice.
First Person Defender is brought to you by CCW Safe, HK, Range Ready, Ruger, and T4E. These force-on-force scenarios use T4E training guns that fire non-lethal projectiles.
This changes everything. He's not alone.
Let me in, let me in.
Hey, get down.
Let me in.
Get down.
Let me in. Back.
He got his gun out quick. Oh, wow.
Perfect.
No verbal commands.
Call 911. Hey, call 911.
Index, index, index.
Things happen fast, and Arian, things change when you have people in the car with you, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so tell me one thing, one takeaway, one learning tip from this.
You can't be locked into one particular course of action. You got to have plans for any kind of scenario that could come up or whatever you got going on. You just can't be locked in about what you're going to do. You have to be flexible and, if possible, think about it beforehand.
And talk with your family of what the plan is, right?
Right.
Chris, what do you think?
All right, you've got to have your A plan. But you can have two A plans. You can have your A plan for when you're alone or with your law enforcement guys. You got to have an A plan for your family. Man, I saw you use both positions. You set up and you got out and fought. I thought you did fantastic.
Having a plan and your different contingencies speeds up your decision-making process.
It does, because the more you train your brain, the faster you're going to react.